At that time, I did not consider MS because I saw that most toppers generally prefer MTech. But to be honest, now I am having second thoughts about it. I think MS would have been a really great option, if not better than MTech.
Welcome to IIT&dreams. Today we have G. Aravind, who is AIR rank 6, and he has recently joined IISC Banglore for his MTech. He is from CSC branch. So let's welcome G. Aravind. Hi Aravind.
Hi Kitty.
So how are you?
I am great. I am doing well.
So are you excited in joining IISC?
I was excited till the virtual semester.
Okay. Any plans? Like when are your colleges reopening?
Maybe that's a question you should ask China.
China. Oh.
I don't know when college is reopening, but classes are scheduled to start from 1st of October. And hopefully offline classes should start from the next semester.
Oh, okay. So you're excited to go to Bangalore. It's basically called the party hub of India.
Yeah.
So any plans to party over there in Bangalore?
Sure, definitely.
Or you will be just researcher, or like, I won't say MTech is kind of research in the second year. How are you planning to spend your time in campus? Like,
actually,
you have any plans like I'll go party on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or do the assignments? Like,
actually, I would try to keep it balanced, like both research and a bit of partying.
So, like, coming to the main topic for which we have called you today, how AIR 6, how did you prepare for it? Many of us would love to know about it. What is the secret success funda?
Actually, the thing is, there is no secret because I started preparing very early. Like, I realized in my first year of BTech that I have to give GATE, and I always targeted a top rank. I saw the toppers video of 2018 topper, Namita Kalra. I don't know if you have heard of her or not. After seeing her video, that was when I was motivated, like, I can also do this. That's when I targeted a top rank. I started preparing for GATE during my second year of BTech. My fourth semester to be precise. I started early so that I can prepare alongside my college. Most of the syllabus in college and GATE syllabus, it overlaps a lot. So it makes a lot of sense to prepare for both simultaneously. So it requires a lot less effort to do so that way. I also joined the coaching in my fourth semester. Now, I won't say that coaching is necessary to crack GATE because there are a lot of free resources available online, like GATE Overflow, and we also have NPTEL lectures, which are quite good, by the way. But I still think that having a mentor or a teacher to guide you, or just to ensure that you're on the right path, it can be quite beneficial. So that's why I joined coaching, and I prepared alongside the coaching. I made notes, gave test series on time, and I got AR6.
So you joined the coaching during your towards the end of second year, or towards, like, basically people usually join in the third or fourth year?
Towards the end of second year.
Okay. So, by what time you were giving your test series for the preparation? Because second year, I mean, you have not taken the syllabus which are coming in the fourth year and all, right? So, in the third year itself, or did you wait for your majority of the portion to get over and then you started taking the test series, or you just started giving as on subject wise or something like that?
I started preparing for fourth semester, so I had a total of 2 years to prepare for it. I think that's quite beneficial because most students spend one year preparing for it, and I had 2 whole years. So what I did was, in the first year, I completed the syllabus thoroughly. I didn't bother about giving tests and all. And after completing the syllabus, that was by the end of third year. By the end of third year, I had completed my syllabus, and after that, I slowly started giving tests and started my revision. That's all.
So can I say that because you started early, it helped you cope up with the curriculum of the college because you were already done with your major part of the courses in the college, right?
Yeah.
So it must have helped you in college, right?
Yeah, and I was also not diverted to a lot of things. Like many of my classmates were doing competitive coding and open source programming and all that. But I decided early on that I have to give GATE, so I did not spend time in all that. So having a clear goal from the very beginning helped me a lot.
If a person starts from the third year or the fourth year, what would you recommend? Leaving a subject or a topic?
I don't think I'm the right person to answer this question because I did not leave any subject or any topic even. But suppose a student is starting late, still I would recommend that no one should leave any subject completely. Like you may leave a few topics from each subject which are of less weightage, but you should never leave a complete subject because easy questions can come from anywhere, right?
So during the fourth year, did you prepare for your placement? Because this usually gate comes in February and you have the placement season in BTech by December. So
Yeah.
did you ever get the pressure that you have to, that second thought, like, should I sit for the placement or not? Any thoughts like that?
Yeah, actually, I did sit for placements and I prepared for like 2 to 3 weeks for coding rounds and all. I prepared for placements and I got decent job offers as so I had a backup so I could prepare more freely for GATE after that. And I don't think it was difficult because if you prepare well for GATE, then placement getting a job becomes very easy. Like if you're strong with at least algorithms, data structures, DBMS and all, it's not very difficult to get a job.
So while you started, so you must be having a very balanced lifestyle because you started early. There was less pressure, I must say. So any hobbies or like, towards the end, you were coming closer to the exam. Usually, I have that anxiety and stress. So how did your hobby help you come out of that stress? Did you have anything like that?
Actually, this is a very common question, like how to cope up with stress, anxiety, and all. And I'm not sure if this is applicable to everyone, but from my personal experience, I've seen that the major cause of stress and anxiety is social media. I have seen this often. Like people who spend the most amount of time on social media tend to be the ones who get a lot of stress and anxiety. So what I did was I had a very clear goal that I have to top GATE at any cost. So what I did was on the month of May, after my 6th semester exams in college, I uninstalled every single social media. Like I uninstalled Facebook, I deleted my WhatsApp account, I deleted Instagram and everything. And so I focused completely on GATE after that. I did not feel much stress during that part of my preparation because less social media generally means less stress. Sometimes when I get less marks in test series, I also do tend to get demotivated, but I did not bother too much about that. If I get low marks, then I would forget about it in a couple of days and I would analyze my mistakes and then move on. That's the key to beating stress. Yes.
So maybe I will also quit my social media, I think. And so you knew that you wanted to crack the GATE with a very good rank. What was your first reaction after giving the exam? Did you expect that you would be scoring a single digit rank?
Actually, before the exam, I was expecting that I would be scoring a single digit rank because in most of the mock tests and all, I was always in the top 3 or top 5 of the rank. So naturally, I was expecting a good rank. But what happened was just the night before the exam, I could not sleep properly because of anxiety and all. Even after uninstalling all social media, I was still very anxious. So I could not sleep properly at all, like just for 2 or 3 hours. And during the exam also, I was very tensed. I could not think properly. After coming out of the exam hall, I could not remember like what options I had put in, whether I did a lot of mistakes or not. So after the exam, I was just hoping that if I get a rank around 500 or 1000, I will be happy. So that time I did not a single.
So after the exam, usually various coaching classes release their keys, right? The exam answer keys. Did you go and check and with the you have the prediction, rank prediction and all? Did you do that? And after that, did you feel that okay, I am gonna do something better than rank 500? Did you have that feeling?
Actually, the main problem was I did not, because I was very sleep deprived at that time and I was also very anxious. I did not remember what option I selected in the exam. Like especially in numerical answer questions, I did not even remember what number I entered there. So even though coaching institutes released the case, I can't possibly know, right? Like whether I selected the correct option or not. But 1 week after GATE, GATE typically releases the response sheet 1 week after GATE, and that's when I realized that I can get a good rank. So that time I was expecting like top 20 or top 30 rank, but not single rank.
So, what was your first reaction like when you saw that AIR6 on your computer screen? How did you feel? How did your friends, family react? Were you a celebrity in your town? Actually, you're a celebrity in the country. That's another thing. AIR6 is a really big achievement. So, can you tell me about that?
Actually, I was not celebrating, but I was more like relieved because I knew that I had put in so much efforts, and if I did not get a good rank, then I would have been very depressed. So it was more like relief than a feeling of celebration, I guess. Like I think I was too tired to celebrate at that point of time.
Then the next procedure come, your rank is there. Now the next procedure come that you have to select which institute you want to join and which course. Like usually for post graduation, you have MTech and MS. So for the first question, I would ask you, how did you decide which institute you would want to join?
That's a very difficult question because I also
You
don't
must be
remember.
having some, or was it like Bangalore looks cool? Or should I go? Like something would be there, right, to decide IISc.
Actually, it was a very tough decision. Like initially, I did not know whether to join IISc or IIT Bombay. Like I was even considering IIT Madras and IIT Kanpur because those are also very good institutes, right?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. Actually, most of us tend to think in a binary way, like either IISc or IIT Bombay. But I think IIT Madras and IIT Kanpur are also terrific institutes. So after that, I decided what I wanted to pursue in my MTech, like whether I wanted to go into AI or systems or theoretical computer science. I decided that, and then I decided that I wanted to get into AI only, like AI, machine learning, and all. So after doing a bit of research, I found that the two best institutes for AI were IISc Bangalore and IIT Madras. Felt that these two were the best colleges in India for studying AI, so I thought why not go to IISc.
So, and then the next question comes. You have an MTech, which is a 2 year course, and an MS, which is a 2.5 years course, which is more of a research based. And MTech is a course based course. Now, the second question comes. How did you choose between MTech and MS? Or what were the criteria? And
Actually, that time I did not consider MS because I saw that most of us generally prefer MTech. But to be honest, now I'm having second thoughts about it. Like I think MS would have been a really great option, if not better than MTech, because I thought I was sure that I did not want to go and do a PhD, but still I was interested in research, and I felt that MS was the perfect opportunity to explore research and find whether I really like it or not. So I feel like I missed that opportunity. Like at that time, while applying, I did not consider MS, but now I'm surely.
now, with the sudden surprise that COVID came, and now are you scared? Like with the idea in the market, the placement will be there would be some correlation with the COVID and placements season. Are you scared about that? What are your takes on that?
To be perfectly honest, I'm not really concerned about placements because in IISc generally everyone gets good placement. I'm more concerned about missing the campus life and all because it's only 2 years and 6 months or 1 year if it is wasted because of COVID, then it will be very bad. Placements is a secondary thing, I guess. But still, I'm fortunate that COVID did not strike India before February, right? Else GATE would have also been
Yeah.
postponed like JEE.
Yeah, you're more excited for the college to reopen virtually or physically? Like, what is your take? Like, yeah, I think you would be missing out meeting new people, having
Yeah,
a new classmate. I think that would be something. Doing the assignments together is something I feel you guys would be missing out. But I hope this COVID ends soon and all the
I think
colleges
everyone is
reopen.
hoping.
Yeah, we usually have a rapid fire round with us. So I'll ask you few options, few questions. You can just tell whatever comes to your mind first. So, movies or web series?
Movies.
Favorite movie?
Interstellar,
Favorite dish?
biryani, I guess.
Oh, okay. So Arvind, thank you for joining with us. Your story to start early to reach the goal has inspired a lot of us and will be inspiring a lot of us. So thank you for your time, and I hope that you will be back to your college soon and you enjoy the lush greenery of IISc Bangalore and do a very good research. Thank you.
Thank you for having me. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this channel for more such videos.
Thank you. Bye.